Daddy's busy.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all those that may fall in between. I'm No Time Dad, and we're back in the Outer Worlds. Last episode, we brought a book back to that butt crack over there. He wanted to join our team, but I said no, no, no. And now, I'm off to buy some hacking supplies. All the hacking supplies I can afford. And then we're gonna go see if we can shut off some power on some people. Because I'm a good person.
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
Holcomb, got my eye on you, girl. Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
Ooh. Do tell. What incident?
Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Don't go knocking your work. At least we've got work.
Alright, let's see what this girl is hiding.
Where are we headed? You mean why I'm not allowed in the store anymore?
Absolutely, that's exactly what I mean.
There was a kind of...
Tell me.
A thing with a vending machine when I was 12.
You were a kid. That must have been forever ago.
Not intentionally. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing. And next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of 0G rolling out the front door and into the road.
I'm just gonna laugh.
It's not funny. Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of 0G?
Nope.
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Moreau's still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
Yep. Man holds a grudge. Holy crap, we've got a long way to run. Oh yeah. Some primals? No thank you. Alright, see what we got here. See what we can find. I saw something moving over here. It was just a bush. Oh no. Ew! Gross. That's just a fat snake. I thought it was like a big old parasite. Jeez. I forget she's there sometimes. Sneaks up on me too much. She's gonna catch the wrong side of this impact hammer. Oh, well, we got some dead doggies. With their meat still on them. Excellent.
We don't want any trouble.
Oh, well, you got trouble. What's up?
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Looking for Adelaide.
Answers,
I need
huh?
some answers.
You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
I'm looking for the geothermal plant. Know anything about it?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on ya.
Oh, baby. Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Cool. Trouble with marauders?
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Unless Unless Marauders got to her, then parts of her could be in a lot of places.
Could do without the Gallows humor.
Oh, jeez. Alright. Let's see what we got. Hello, chicken.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Well, let's go have a chat with him, shall we?
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Smooth. Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
Absolutely not. Just trying to get my ship off the ground.
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see.
Nope, I don't see.
Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Engineering 5, alright. Never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple pointers. For
I'll
a
take all the
fee.
help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Today's one of your lucky days, Thomas. I've got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one? Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble.
No problem.
In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those.
Oh
data
yeah,
pads
300 creds. Bits. Excuse me. I'll let you know if I find any
Sure.
others.
I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Yeah. Alright. BRB a second. I'm gonna upgrade my hammer. Alright, well I couldn't upgrade my hammer. Well, there's the power regulator. Do I just take it and go? No, we'll talk. We'll talk to this person. See how much her colony's worth to her first. Let's open up this door. Well, this is quite the place.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
So pretty. Whoa, I expected someone younger.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever
What
your
a sweet
troubles
lady.
with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Gross. Tobaccorn tea, to begin with, doesn't sound very pleasant. Let alone brewed in an old spittoon. Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Something about coming back to town or losing power. I wasn't really listening.
I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Ooh, she's appealing to my egotistical side. I'm not looking to get mixed up in your problems. I just want to fix my ship.
Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts.
What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
Cool it, Grandma. What do you have against people trying to make a living?
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Damn right I will. Give me some money. Thomas seemed very fond of you.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
Aw, that poor guy. The tool he was thinking with was definitely not a wrench.
Thomas always listened to me. Never said I was odd, never tried to... I just want to think of him like that. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Alright, well, I was hoping she would have some input on, this whole power thing. But I guess I will have to make that decision on my own. That's where we're going to end this episode. Let me know down in the comments what you think Daddy Schnoz Hawthorne is going to do. On one hand, I get paid big bucks to shut down this little outpost. On the other hand, I can shut down the big cannery, set everybody free, and scrap the warehouse. Seems like, I mean, they're pretty evenly matched, but, we'll see. I want to give a huge thank you for your time. Remember to laugh, stay kind, and have a wonderful day.